Well,
why didn't?
Porsha and we talked about it.
No.
And I did.
I was talking to Dennis, something about Pilar last minute, and he was like, oh, can you come to Drew's birthday party? But I had just wiped my face off, so I didn't come. So the next day, you posted a picture. And I was like,
yes.
She is not looking like herself. She is just like washed. I was like, let me call her. What you look like? Not washed like.
No, but you are like no makeup artist. I didn't have no makeup on.
Like I said, she was washed. So then anyway.
Sidora entered the studio like thunder no one predicted. Poised, fearless, and ruthless. Every gaze snapped to her, every pulse inside that room stuttered. And there she stood, inches from Porsha Williams, whose smile locked in place, then collapsed into shock, dread, and rage. Porsha, who spoke, her tone steady yet cutting. All your so-called self-discovery, your public redemption story, it has been a disguise. Every interview, every grin, every tear, each one carefully rehearsed. And tonight it stops. Then Drew unleashed the bombshells. Allegedly, Porsha's private texts, her concealed relationships, old affairs, some tied to high-profile figures, were revealed for the whole world to witness. Every message hinting at a lesbian affair, every secret exchange. Carefully buried behind closed doors, every relationship Porsha never confessed. It was all live, all unavoidable, all staggering. The studio fell quiet, while tension pressed down like a storm ready to erupt. Porsha's expression twisted with terror and fury. She yelled. She resisted. She struck back. But Drew stayed unmoved. Every receipt, every screenshot, every buried message sat right there. And the live audience, they were watching history get rewritten. Clips began trending immediately. Fans poured onto social media. And arguments ignited across every platform. This was not just another celebrity scandal. It was a collision of truth, betrayal, and buried secrets that destroyed a carefully manufactured public.
Hey, Dennis and music, I never heard those two things together before. Thank you.
So he did do a kids album for my daughter.
But I was just like, okay, that's weird. And she was like, yeah, I spoke to Porsha. She gave me her blessing, you know?
Because she kind of writes things out of her mind or has things set up a certain way. I often, as her friend, don't know what she's about to say or do.
Okay.
But a person who roots for her, just go along with it. The only thing that's...
Buckle up, because what you're about to see is a reckoning that will crack the illusion of celebrity reality as we understand it. Drew Sidora stepped into that studio carrying a confidence so sharp it quieted the room before she even spoke. Cameras spun, lights blazed, every frame locked onto Porsha Williams, her smile stiff, her control splintering with each passing second. The atmosphere felt dense, charged, and suffocating with pressure as though time itself paused, bracing for the explosion about to unfold live before millions watching. Y'all, what followed was nothing less than devastating. Drew didn't hesitate. She struck at the center, tearing down every polished image, every manufactured identity Porsha had worked to protect. Porsha Drew said, enough with your so-called journey, your redemption, your tale of self-discovery. It was never authentic. Every grin, every cry, every choreographed moment was acting. And today, the disguise is gone. The text surfaced first, each one darker than the last. Allegedly, Porsha had chased hidden relationships. Some elite, some messy, and yes, some allegedly tied to past lesbian affairs she had desperately concealed. Drew presented screenshots, exchanges that exposed a reality far removed from what Porsha sold the public. These were not rumors or speculation. These were digital receipts, irrefutable evidence, revealed in real time. Every sentence Drew delivered landed like a blow-shattering glass. The studio fell quiet, yet the tension roared. Porsha's expression shifted fast. Fear, rage, desperation, all exposed beneath the harsh lights. She attempted to deny, attempted to redirect, but Drew stayed firm. Every accusation backed by screenshots, old social media trails, and messages never meant to surface. The turmoil inside the room matched the frenzy online. Clips exploded across the internet within minutes, trending everywhere, examined, broken down, and argued. What Drew exposed wasn't only shocking, it was heartbreaking. Allegedly, some of these connections involved health risks, secrets capable of ending careers and destroying images. This wasn't just about lies or betrayal. It was about the fallout of living two lives. The scandal didn't stop with Porsha. It rattled the entire reality television landscape. Every clip, every post, every interview she had ever given suddenly carried new meaning. What once appeared as growth or honesty was now questioned. Fans reassessed their favorite scenes. Commentators rewrote stories, and the media storm intensified. Nothing would ever appear the same again. As the live segment ended, the consequences were instant and permanent. Porsha's public image lay in ruins. Every perfectly polished smile, every staged tear, every rehearsed moment now seen through the lens of betrayal and manipulation. Drew Sidora walked away calm, collected, yet undeniably triumphant. A force who had dared to expose hidden truths, spark a media wildfire, and compel the world to face the shadows behind celebrity perfection. And as audiences absorbed the revelation, one thought echoed across every platform. Reality, as we had understood it, was shattered. The scandal transcended mere gossip. It was an emotional quake. A saga of human complexity, deception, and consequence that would dominate conversations for weeks, months, maybe years. Every click, every reply, every replay amplified the shock, leaving viewers riveted, unable to unsee the truth unveiled. The tremors from Drew Sidora's live exposé didn't stop when the cameras cut. The world outside the studio erupted. Every social feed flooded with clips, screenshots, and screenshots of screenshots. Each dissected, analyzed, debated endlessly. Fans replayed every heartbeat, every glance, every subtle inflection in Drew's words and Porsha's panicked reactions. Reality television had never faced an uproar of this scale, and the internet devoured it. The story also unleashed an emotional reckoning among followers. Many reacted with disbelief, heartbreak, and shock at what they witnessed. Some felt betrayed by Porsha, others empathized with the impossible pressure she endured. Online communities exploded into debate, speculation, and moral judgment, spotlighting the immense weight of celebrity culture and public expectation. Every comment, every meme, every reaction fueled the scandal's viral momentum, transforming a live broadcast into a global obsession impossible to escape. As hours became days, the ripple effects of Drew's revelations surged through the entertainment industry. Former colleagues were contacted, some stayed silent, others quietly confirmed fragments of the exposure. Public perception shifted by the hour while media outlets scrambled to report each development, layering analysis and anticipating the next shockwave. The impact was undeniable. A single live event had altered the course of multiple careers, reputations, and personal lives, leaving a permanent imprint on pop culture. In homes, offices, and feeds worldwide, people wrestled with a tangled mix of shock, sorrow, and fascination. The boundary between scandal and tragedy had vanished. Each revelation carried a weight far beyond ordinary celebrity intrigue. Every fan, critic, and observer became entangled in the unfolding drama, drawn into a web of deception, exposure, and the harsh toll of living life under public scrutiny. By the time the dust settled, one fact was irrefutable. The world had witnessed an event destined to be unforgettable. The lives of everyone involved had been irreversibly changed. The perception of reality television had shifted, and the public's awareness of celebrity vulnerability had deepened. Drew Sidora had not merely exposed texts. She had sparked a movement of accountability, revelation, and emotional reckoning that would echo through media and culture for years. The aftermath of Drew Sidora's disclosures had already sent tremors through the entertainment industry. But what followed next was a cascade of consequences no one could have predicted. Porsha Williams, once untouchable in her meticulously curated reality persona, faced a storm that didn't end when the cameras went dark. Social media erupted with reactions, breakdowns, and rampant speculation. Every clip of the live segment replayed, analyzed, and dissected endlessly. Every emoji, every comment, every share became part of a digital tribunal judging her for secrets long hidden. Public fascination morphed into obsession. Allegedly, beyond the previously revealed texts and hidden affairs, deeper layers of deception surfaced, painting an even darker portrait. Some of these entanglements involved powerful figures, secret alliances, and undisclosed betrayals that many had suspected but never could prove until Drew forced them into the light. Screenshots revealed conversations hinting at manipulation, control, and intimate involvement stretching far beyond a single scandal. The weight of this exposure was overwhelming, the shock reverberating exponentially. Inside the studio, those present described a charged atmosphere of disbelief and tension lingering long after the broadcast. Crew, producers, and visiting media personalities admitted feeling as though they were witnessing a cultural earthquake. The evidence Drew revealed was meticulous and damning. Every screenshot carried context, every past interview now reframed against proof that transformed its meaning entirely. Porsha tried to regain composure. Her denials trembled with tears and fear, but it was too late. Each word only fanned the frenzy. Online, the narrative spun further. Former collaborators and insiders were suddenly under the spotlight. Rumors spread, public opinion splintered. Some sympathized with Porsha, seeing the crushing scrutiny she endured. Others condemned her, interpreting her secret life as betrayal. Yet no one could ignore the full scope of the exposure. This scandal had moved beyond gossip. It had become a study in human complexity, secrecy, and consequence. Drew's strategy became even clearer as the hours ticked by. Allegedly, every piece of content, every shred of proof, every viral clip had been meticulously orchestrated for maximum impact. Each revelation was timed so that nothing Porsha said could reverse its effect. Drew had not merely leaked information. She had engineered a spectacle of accountability, one that held audiences captive, horrified, mesmerized, and unable to look away. The emotional gravity of the scandal deepened as more intimate details surfaced. Allegedly, Porsha's past relationships contained threads of manipulation, hidden dangers, and undisclosed health risks, all carefully shielded from public view. Fans and critics alike began questioning the authenticity of every moment once believed sincere. Each tear, each confession, each personal revelation now carried a new, calculated, and layered weight of deceit. As the world watched, Porsha's public image fractured further. Past interviews, award appearances, and social posts were reevaluated under this new lens of exposure. Every seemingly heartfelt or innocent gesture became suspect. Audiences debated endlessly what was genuine, what was performance, and what had been deliberately hidden. The scandal had rewritten the rules, proving that in celebrity culture, truth could be twisted and revelation weaponized. Meanwhile, Drew Sidora's standing grew almost mythical. She became the figure bold enough to strip reality television bare, wielding proof with surgical precision. The consequences of her actions stretched beyond Porsha. It sent a clear message to the industry: no secret could remain buried forever. Every celebrity, insider, and fan grasped the magnitude of what had occurred. She had transformed a live segment into a historical, defining cultural moment that would echo for years. The fallout extended into personal and professional realms. Allegedly, multiple high-profile figures connected to Porsha's hidden affairs faced scrutiny, judgment, and public backlash. Relationships frayed, alliances were tested, and reputations were forever altered. It was a domino effect, triggered by one live revelation that could not be ignored. Fans debated ethics, responsibility, and the cost of fame, while media outlets dissected every angle with relentless intensity. Even days later, the ripple effects were inescapable. Every platform, news channel, and commentary feed kept the story alive, framing it as a warning about secrecy, manipulation, and the fragility of public image. The scandal had morphed from gossip into a cultural reckoning, forcing viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about fame, deception, and the hidden price of living publicly. Ultimately, what unfolded was nothing short of catastrophic. Porsha Williams' carefully built persona lay in ruins, every action reinterpreted through the lens of exposure. Drew Sidora emerged not just as a whistleblower, but as a master of narrative control, reshaping how audiences perceive celebrity authenticity. The scandal, now fully viral and endlessly dissected, became a testament to the power of truth, the peril of lies, and the emotional toll of revelation. Every replay, every clip, every conversation ensured the story would not fade. It became a permanent, unforgettable imprint on reality television history, leaving viewers shocked, horrified, and riveted. And just like that, the world witnessed an empire of deception crumble. Porsha Williams, once untouchable, had her secrets laid bare for millions. Every private text, every hidden affair, every manipulated relationship exposed with ruthless precision. Drew Sidora didn't just reveal a scandal. She detonated a cultural bomb that rocked reality television to its foundation. Every screenshot, confession, and proof-backed claim ignited debate, fueled outrage, and left fans scrambling to process the devastation in real time. The fallout was immediate. Clips went viral within minutes. Trending hashtags dominated every platform, and news outlets raced to cover the unraveling story. Every former friend, insider, and observer became part of a narrative with no off switch. Public opinion split sharply. Some defended Porsha, some condemned her, yet no one could ignore the enormity of the revelations. The reality star's carefully crafted image of redemption, self-discovery, and authenticity lay in ruins. But this isn't merely celebrity gossip. It's a devastating glimpse into the cost of living life behind a carefully built facade. The emotional strain, the personal betrayals, the fallout from hidden lives, they're real, and they cut deep. Viewers were forced to face an uncomfortable truth. Fame can conceal manipulation. Smiles can veil secrets. And every public persona carries shadows no one anticipates. As the story continues to ripple through culture, one fact is undeniable. The world is watching, dissecting, and judging every action. This is the moment when truth collided with performance, and nothing will ever appear the same again. Stay alert, stay engaged, and watch closely as the story unfolds. The aftermath is far from finished, and every revelation still lurking in the shadows could shatter reality entirely. Share, comment, and make your voice heard. The world is watching, and this story is only beginning.